Hello Sagittarius, thank you for coming back. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new to the channel, welcome, please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the reading. It is a general reading. So overall influence, which is the bottom of the deck, is Sagittarius IC. So this is your card, and I think it is very much about you being your authentic self. Very, very important at this time. There are quite a few changes going on for you here, and with the Sagittarius IC, be your authentic self. Be yourself. So all kinds of aspects are indicated for you. This is about travel, expansion, adventure, learning, faith, spending time in the outdoors, social activities, but it also has a lucky element to it as well. So you could be having a breakthrough or some kind of luck coming to you at this time, but it really is about expansion and being your authentic self, because that's going to carry you through quite a few changes that are coming up for you now. Okay, so in the first house, we have solar eclipse revolution. So your first house is your house of the self. This is your house of your physical body, your vitality, your life force. It's your physical body, so that's your appearance, but it's also your outward appearance to others. So how you're coming across to others, your characteristics, your personality, also what you are projecting on a daily basis. It's also your self-oriented interests. And what you and how your personal independence, how you are making your way in the world every day, what's going on, your attitudes, and your how you meet things, just how you are making your way into the world and how you meet it on a daily basis. So now with solar eclipse revolution, there are changes coming in for you. So this is you. This is basically something is going to create a very swift change in your life. So swift, surprising changes. It can bring about a complete rearrangement for you. So this may very well be something that is some kind of event, or it could even be a shift in consciousness. But something is going to occur, and it's going to propel you to focus on the now and actually dive in to make changes, or swift changes are going to be upon you and you're going to be forced to move forward on certain things. You're going to be out of your comfort zone. If you've been in a rut, you're going to come out of that very quickly. You'll be closing one chapter, opening another. It's a complete rearrangement. So your perception and your attitude is also going to change. It could also be a physical change. You could be changing the way you look, the way you dress, who you are, how you're meeting the world. Perhaps you're having a makeover of some kind, or you're going to be forced to in some way. So it's the new coming in. Self-mastery is a big factor here. So, but it forces you to be present. And then once you do that, then you can make changes which are long-lasting. Okay. So it's also, you may be required to fix or change something in your environment or in yourself, and you're going to get much better results from that. You could be breaking old patterns as well. So all very important, very sort of life-changing situations going on here, and it's really going to change your outlook on everything. Then in the second house, we have North Node, Life's Purpose. So this is a beautiful card to be getting anywhere, and it's falling in your second house. Your second house is your house of your income, the money that's coming in for you, however it comes in for you. It's also the house of your self-worth and your values. So what you value in yourself, what you value in others, what you value around you, your environment, and your ownership, so what you possess. So all forms of ownership, whatever that may be for you. It's also your, it can be, this house can also rule real estate, land, anything to do with that, whether that's a career for you or something that you're interested in or you're busy with right now. As I said, with this big change that you're making here, with the solar eclipse coming in, you could be very well making changes and that are going to affect your life purpose, or it's something else coming in for you, yet another change coming in. So, but these are purposeful changes that you're making here. So doors are opening, a path is cleared for you in some way. You're going to be receiving good fortune in some way. Lady Luck is going to be smiling at you, but it's good fortune in general. Your life path will be highlighted in some way. You could be having a change of direction as well. You're going to be moving ahead to better things, and there's great potential for fulfillment with this card. It's all about positive karma, being in the right place at the right time, and you're just going to find yourself moved there somehow. You're also going to be meeting soul family, people who are going to assist you in some way. These are people that you have a deep connection with, or you have a bond with in some way. You just kind of know, you click with them, you feel really comfortable with them, and they're going to be around you in some way, and it's going to assist you in some way. You could also be discovering, coming across or pulling undiscovered or hidden talents or skills out of yourself at this time and utilizing them in this house. But it really is, it's a very positive, very good influence. And this is about getting on your mission, getting on your path, feeling comfortable about where you're going. Blocks that may have stood in your way before will be moved away, so that you can move forward and actually really implement things that you need right now. Another beautiful card coming in for you in your third house. This is Sun Spirit. So your third house is your house of communication, all forms, written, verbal, body language. It also covers documents and contracts, and it covers short trips, local journeys. It's also communications with all kinds of people, whether they're in your environment or it could be a wider audience. Perhaps it's more professional that you're looking at, but it's communication on all forms, and it could be a big audience or just your local, people around you. It can also be specific people. So this can be siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, general relatives, and also neighbors may come in for you. So now with the third house being highlighted with such a beautiful card, this is you projecting. That's your form of expression. So you're going to be projecting, you're going to be feeling a lot of happiness. You're going to be projecting happiness, contentment, joy, positivity, confidence, and charisma. Now this may be triggered by something. You may be asked to make a speech, or you may be asked to step in to do something unexpectedly, and that triggers you to be in the spotlight in some way, or to be noticed in some way. But you're going to be receiving recognition and appreciation. So this could be recognition on a grand scale. So this is a big audience, or it could just be in your environment. But your charisma is going to be very, very strong. And this card is also about leadership. So you may be asked to do that, or you may be stepping into a leadership role. This card is about generosity. So you may be on the receiving end of generosity, or you may be spreading that around. You could be receiving a wonderful message of some kind coming in for you, or you are giving a very positive message out, giving somebody good news. This is also a creative card, very, very creative card. It's the sun, it's life force, it's vitality, energy, and it could also be that the summer months are going to be important for you. You could be planning something like a party or an event, and it's going to include a lot of people that you want to be around you. Could be family. You could also be going on a trip of some kind, and possibly, summer months may be important for you for that. But it's a beautiful card. It's a very abundant card, very joyful card, and so make best use of this. In your fourth house, we have fire element desire. So this is the fourth fiery energy coming in for you. This is the fourth card in a row. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of action. Something really, really momentous is going down. Something is happening, and it's going to propel you. And it's going to come into your home, your home and your family life as well. So this is going to affect your actual home. So this could be your physical structure, your actual house, or it could be the purchasing of a house, or it could be just where you're currently residing at this time. It's the atmosphere in your home, the people in your home, how all of this is interacting. But it can also be the relationship that you have with your family, your roots, your foundation, your ethnic identity, or your ancestry. All of those factors come in. It's your relationship with that whole dynamic. And you've got a fire element card, another fiery card about desire coming in here for you. So quick changes yet again coming in. You've got changes across the board here. Something really big coming in for you. And so quick changes coming in. It's requiring a quick reaction from you. So take action on your desires right now, however that's playing out for you in the 4th house, so house and home. Forge ahead with your plans. There's passion coming in. Perhaps you're bringing somebody into your home that fills you with passion. You're very passionate about them, or passionate about this relationship, or you're passionate about something in your home. Perhaps you're changing something in your home, or you're just feeling fired up at this time. A fire has been lit. You could also be burning the past away to start fresh. That's very much an energy with this card. You literally are clearing the landscape and planting new things. So it could also be that you may need to be very clear with somebody at this time. So put your cards on the table, be honest and upfront. You may just be needing to get upfront with somebody at this time. There could be ego issues going on, either yours or somebody else's that you're interacting with at this time. You may just have to protect your interests also in some way. There could be a challenge going on. You just need to protect your interests. Or you could be at the receiving end of somebody who thinks they understand your situation and they're giving you advice, but it's not good advice. Okay, so protect your interests, protect your energy, and go inward for whatever decisions you're going to need to be making. The best way to handle this energy, because it's a fiery, quick, fast-moving energy, is to take disciplined and measured steps. That way you will harness the very best out of this. But it really is an epiphany. It's a wake-up call coming in for you. Something is going to really push you forward and give you the energy, and you're going to go with it and do certain things which perhaps you've wanted to do, or you may need to do now quickly. In the 5th house, we have Black Moon Lilith Mystery. 5th house is your house of children, so whether your children or somebody else's children that you're interacting with at this time. It's the house of your creativity and your artistic flair, you know, how you express that. You don't necessarily have to be artistic, but creativity, all of us use all the time, every day. It's part of us. So how you're using that creativity, your creative expression. It's also your originality and your individuality comes in with that. It's also the house of love affairs and what goes on in that, and also the house of all forms of recreational activities. So this can be, fun recreational activities, sports even, or it could be handcrafts or something that you enjoy doing and you want to do, it's kind of all general activities that are fun and creative for you and outgoing. It can also have, this house can also have a speculative aspect to it. So this can be gambling or sort of following the stock exchange, stock market, that sort of thing. So Black Moon Lilith is a very deep card coming in for you at this time. It has a bit of a mystery about it. So what it's saying to you in this house, in any one of those areas, and it could be you experiencing this through your children, or you are going through things with your children, or this could be purely your own situation. But what it's saying is that there are unknown factors going on in this house at this time. There's a mystery happening. You could be waiting for something to happen. There could be undercurrents. There could be things moving and happening under the surface, and you're aware of it. That you know it's going on, but you can't see the shape of it yet. But there could be, as I said, it could be a darker element to that as well. You could have a lot of swirling emotions going on. And this could be within you, or within your children, or within your love affairs, or with just in general going on around you. But these are feelings of all kinds of sort of kind of darker emotions going on. So it could be within you, or it could be directed at you, or you are seeing it in your life. So these are things like bitterness, revenge, rebellion even going on. It could even be sort of like fear and anger, or envy or guilt, and bitchiness could also be going on. All of these emotions, just be very careful what you say and do at this time. If it's in you, and you need to get it under control, you need to find a healthy outlet for it. Otherwise, you could be on the receiving end of this from somebody else or other people in your environment. Or your children could be going through it, as I say. So it could be that somebody has been overlooked and they're really not happy about this, and they're harboring these deep emotions of feeling rejected or feeling betrayal or some kind of bitterness, feeling overlooked or sort of, left out of things. It could be that as well. So it's about having control of that and finding a healthy outlet for it. This card can also be about standing firm. So as a result of these emotional things going on, you may have to stand firm or stand in your power on something. This card can also be about secret affairs going on. So there could be a secret affair, or you could be involved in a secret love affair of some kind. There's seduction with this card. Even unplanned births come in with this card. If you are exercising your creative and artistic talents, it could be controversial what you're involved in or what you're seeing or what you are creating at this time. Then in the 6th house, we have Mercury retrograde reinvention. 6th house is your house of work, workplace, work colleagues, your daily routines around there. It's also mastery of your craft, whatever it is that you do. It's also the house of health and diet and your lifestyle, and it's the house of your pets if you have. So with Mercury retrograde reinvention, it's saying just stay as you are for now. Don't launch any new or important actions at this time. So no big purchases, no big launches or actions at this time. Just stay as you are for now. This energy will probably be around for a week or so, maybe slightly longer. You'll have to just see. It will come up during the course of the month. But basically, the reason why they say stay as you are is that things can go really awry during a Mercury retrograde. Your communications you can get totally misinterpreted. Emails get lost. Things don't get delivered correctly. There's delays, there's cancellations. Efforts that you're making in a direction can go horribly wrong, or they just fail. You could make a big purchase and it just doesn't work, or something goes wrong with it. So just see, just avoid for a while. If you feel that energy is going on, you will notice because you will say something and somebody will take it up the wrong way, or an email you send doesn't get delivered, something. Triple check all your documentation, your documents, your contracts. Triple check anything like that. And if you need to get somebody else to have a look at it as well. So go over things very, very carefully. Be aware all your communications may be troublesome. Back up all your technology, all your electronics. All of that is going to be important, because you could lose the whole lot. Or you just don't have access to it for a while when you really need it. People from your past could be returning to you. Somebody, it's like a fated meeting or a fated sort of encounter. So people could be popping up from the past. But with this energy, generally what it is saying to you is that if you've got a big launch or big project on the go, or something that you want to do, just go back to the drawing board during this period, because there are bound to be mistakes or errors or some kind of do-over that is required, because everything with a re in front of it is going to happen. So this is reinvention, review, rewrite, redo, replace, release, anything with a repeat. It's got that element to it. So you go back to the drawing board, have a look at it again, because you're going to come up with a much better plan once you've got on the other side of this period. Something you will notice, or you will see, or you'll pick up a mistake or an error, or just see something better at the end of that review period. When it comes to health and diet, it's very much the same. Just stay as you are for now. Don't launch into any big medical tests or anything like that. Try and avoid that if you need to, because you could get wrong results or some sort of cancellation or some mishap of some kind. Just stay as you are until the energy has moved off, and then you can go forward into making any changes, any lifestyle changes, or undertaking new medications, or whatever it is that you might be wanting to do. Just stay as you are until this energy has passed. But it is very, very good as I said, for undertaking reviews of things, any plans or launches or lifestyle changes that you want to make. It's very good for reviewing that and coming up with a better plan. In the 7th house, we have earth element stability. So your 7th house is your house of your personal one-on-one relationships, whether that's a love relationship or a partnership, a business partnership, or some other close personal relationship. So this is a very stabilizing influence to be coming in. There's growth there. You may be having a challenge of some kind or testing, but you just need to stand firm and be rooted, okay? You may be enjoying very sensual activities at this time and your home comforts, or you may be requiring that. Bring that into your relationship at this time if it's a love relationship, or it could just be you enjoying that at this time. Because it's very earthy, very sensual energy coming in with this card. It can also be about taking responsibility and being reliable and practical at this time. You may be requiring to do that in your relationships to prove that you are going to fulfill that role for your significant other, because all relationships need that stability. You need to be reliable, and you need to take responsibility for what is going down or what is happening in that relationship. But be practical. Patience is required. There's no quick fixes with this card. It's a building energy. With this card, you're building foundations for life and love. All right, building foundations for life and love, stability. Just be aware of very overly heavy energy coming in. Avoid stubborn, outdated views at this time, because action is required to try new things right now. So don't be afraid to change it up, to let go of certain things and try new things, okay? Money matters are also going to be important. The accumulation of money, so figures and investments and things like that. Maybe it's a relationship issue that you're dealing with, or it's a work, it's a business partnership that you're involved in. But the accumulation of money can come in with this card. Meeting important people also comes in with this card. And going into business, so whether this is with a business partner, as I said, or with your love partner. Then in the 8th house, we have Mercury mind. The 8th house is the house of sex, death, and rebirth. But this is normally a symbolic death, and the rebirth is often regenerative or some form of renewal. But there are many other factors with this house as well. So all sexuality is indicated with this house, but it is also the house of merging your resources with your significant other, your committed partner. So whether this is a love partner or a business partnership, this is the next step after your 7th house. This is really the nuts and bolts of putting that relationship together on paper, your material and emotional resources and the merging of that. So everything that goes down with that. It's also the house of other people's resources and dealing with that. So whether that's your partner or it's a profession for you. It's also the house of big finance. So this is investments, insurances, banking, taxes, accounting, assets, legacies, inheritances, all of that. So with Mercury mind coming in, this is a thinking card. This is a mental card. It's thinking on your feet kind of a card. It's about the exchange of ideas. You're going to need humor. You're going to need spontaneity. You're going to need to be quick thinking, multitasking. You're going to need to be very flexible at this time, very adaptable. You need to think things through. Yes, you do. But you may just be required to think on your feet. So it's quick. Writing, editing, numbers and figures may be very important with this card. So because it falls in this monetary house and because of merging with another, that's all going to be important. But also communication is very, very, very important with this card. Mercury is about communication. It's about messages. So, and the transmission of messages and the receiving of messages. So talking yourself into or out of a situation, all forms of communication are going to be highly, highly important, very highlighted in this house. Technology, electronics, vehicles, anything to do with that, also very highly indicated in this house. So you may be getting a technological upgrade, whether it's a new phone or a new laptop or something to do with your business. Electronics is involved there. Also, if it comes to the merging of into a partnership with somebody else, your friendship there must be friendship first. Friendship has to be the foundation, and then you can go, if it's a romantic one, then you go into the romantic side of it and enjoy all of that. But for this is very much about friendship and laying that foundation. It's much more light-hearted than a deeply, sort of transformative situation. This is friendship-based. It's quick, fast-moving, and spontaneous. You could be receiving news in this house about something or someone. So receiving news, or you could be giving news. You could be hearing gossip. You could be being talked about at this time as well. Just be careful with this card that you don't come across as glib and argumentative, because that can come in with this card as well. In the 9th house, we have Saturn return age. 9th house is the house of all things international and foreign. You meeting the world, or the world meeting you in some way. And it could be to do with international travel. That's always indicated in the 9th house. This is not local quick journeys. This is international travel. Or you could be traveling in your mind. So this is expansion of the mind. So this could be about university education or adult education. It could also be, this house can also be about understanding deeper concepts of philosophy, religion, and belief systems. It's also the house of publishing, teaching, public relations of all kinds, the law, whether you're studying the law or it's something that a legal matter you're involved in. So the higher courts are also coming with this house. It's just generally also about finding meaning, purpose, your faith and your wisdom. Your intuition is highly indicated with the 9th house. So it's the intuitive processes, seeking the truth about things. So that's where the law and legal things come in, and prophecy and all of those sorts of things, and the teaching, and all of these things come in. It is also very much an exploratory and adventure house. So that could come in. Now, with Saturn return age, this is a very serious card, okay? So, but it has a return element to it. So this could be, it normally takes 29 years to get around back to its normal position, and then it continues again. So normally around about the age of 29, and then again around about the age of 58, there are major life changes going on. It doesn't matter where you are in your cycle, the elements of the Saturn return are coming in for you. So this is about age, the wisdom of age, the wisdom of hindsight, and understanding of the past, what has gone down. It's also about reaping what you sow. So very serious card. It's about time. It's about responsibility. It's about karma. It brings all of that in. But I feel what it's saying is that you may now be looking at certain aspects and seeing what it is that you would like to do. Perhaps you were meant to do something when you were younger, or you wanted to do something earlier on in your life, and you had a goal and you didn't achieve it, or it didn't happen, and now you want to do it. So reap what you sow. It could be that you were meant to do something, or you were supposed to do something and it didn't happen, and now you're looking back and feeling almost like you've run out of time. What can I do to achieve this now? All right? It's all about that. It's got that kind of feeling. There's a hindsight, looking back at the past, assessing. Something may come up for you front and center. Something could crumble away, and now you're dealing with the remnants, the what is left out of that. It could be that you need to travel at this time to do something, a long-held something that you've wanted to do. It could be an educational thing that you want to do. So it's about how can you release and redirect your energies. It's a kind of corrective energy. There's a correction involved here. Whatever you were doing or whatever was happening in the past perhaps has fallen away, and now you need to release and redirect. It's also about being your authentic self, which may have been hidden under many layers, or had other duties and responsibilities. Now that's starting to bubble up to the surface. What are you meant to do? What should you have done? And once you get to grips with that and you get clarity with that, then you start to get more freedom, because now you have freedom to pursue what it is that you want. You have freedom to pursue and make that correction. It's about mastering your goals, all right? It is a foundation card, so anything that was built on a shaky or wobbly foundation will crumble, and you're going to have to start again. So now when you do start building this thing, or when you start going after that goal, you're going to require a bit of patience, maybe something that you need to build up to. It's going to require effort, but it is something that if you put a solid foundation down now, then it will stand you in very good stead later on. Anything that you do with determination and strong foundation now, you will get achievement out of it. Then in the 10th house, we have Moon Soul. 10th house is your house of your career, your fame, your reputation, and your public status. It's also the house of authority figures, whether this is somebody in your home or in your career, or it could be somebody that you look up to and admire. It can also be authoritative institutions like the legal system, or military, or your police, things like that. And it can also be banking even, but any kind of authoritative government institution can also be falling under that, under the 10th house. So see how it works for you. But what this is saying is that this card is the Moon card. It's all about cycles and phases. So you could be riding cycles at this time in your house, this house. So riding cycles, cycles could be changing for you at this time. Your moods and your habits are going to be highlighted during this period. So your approach, how you do things, you may need to change things up. You may find that things are changing, or that you are requiring to look at that and approach things differently. The crowds are involved with this card. So you could be involved somehow in an activity where you are reaching a bigger crowd, or you're involved in a crowd, or you have a wider audience now in your career or your public status, or perhaps it's fame, because this card does cover potential future fame. So you could be going through cycles, and that is a cycle, that is the up cycle for you eventually. This card can also be about speculation as well, speculative activities. So the stock market is indicated with the moon follows the stock market. But it's also about going with your gut feelings at this time. Emotions are going to be high. You're going to be feeling very sensitive right now. You could be looking back at the past. Memories may be coming up for you. It's fine to gain wisdom from that. So look back at the past, but you can't live there. You need to move forward. All right. There could also be secrets and deception going on around you, because sometimes things can get revealed under the light of the moon. So a secret, or there could be deception. This card is also about nurturing of the self and of others. So you could be involved in that in some way. You could be seeking safety at this time. Maybe something has triggered you, and you're feeling like you're feeling a bit insecure, and you need safety. You need to pull your shell up over you, and that may have come as a result of a betrayal, or some sort of dark night of the soul maybe coming in for you, or have come in for you, and you're now trying to work your way through the remnants of that, and your emotions and your feelings are very high. And you're starting to feel like you need that safety, you need a safety net or some kind of safe environment. You could also be working alone at this time with this. So the moon does sometimes, with this card, it does sometimes cause you to spend time in retreat and reflection as well. But also getting back to the crowds and the future fame and things like that, it is also about don't be shy and don't hide your light under a bushel. If you need to shine, then you need to shine. And now would be a good time to do it. Then in the 11th house, we have Libra I balance. The 11th house is the house of friendships, and it's the house of your contact and your networks, and any group activity that you may be involved in. So this can be, social groups, or it can be like groups like associations, societies, groups of companies, or some kind of activity that you're involved in. It could even be a sports club. But it's also the house of your personal hopes and dreams and your hobbies and your interests and the furthering of those, and therefore, your friendships and your contacts and your networks come in. It's also the house of futuristic visions and dreams, sort of tracking global consciousness, tracking trends in society, trends and currents. So sensitivity towards that, social reform and causes, systems and implementing of systems and group activities of all kinds. Okay, so with this card coming in, it's saying to you that this is a good time to be linking up with somebody. So like a partnership. Libra is the card of partnership. So this could be, it's normally romantic and love related, but because it's falling in your 11th house, this could be linking up with a friend or a contact or something like that. And it's going to be highly beneficial for you to do that at this time. So linking up with another, where you are going to bring mutual benefits to each other. So it's mutual support, mutual benefits, it's also about balancing your needs and their needs. You can't sacrifice your needs in favor of theirs. It's about finding balance and enjoying this whole situation, partnering up to move forward in some way. It could also be a hobby or an interest of yours that you want to take to, a more global, you want to launch it or get involved with it in, on a bigger scale, and a partner may be indicated for you at this time to assist you with that. This card is also about merging and mutual support. So you may be having the urge to merge with somebody or something at this time. It's also that you may have been sitting on the fence about something. So you've not made a decision on something. Well, now you need to make a decision. It's going to be brought to your doorstep. You need to make a decision on something. This card can also be about legal matters. And if there is a legal matter going on in your environment, it's all about the fairness and the rules. And you may need to have to really bring your mediation and negotiation skills, your charm, into the situation to actually smooth it over and move it forward. This card is also very much about the arts. So this is appreciation of the arts, going to artistic sort of activities. So this is galleries, museums, or getting involved in artistic activities like an artistic group or a club or something like that. And it's also about the arts. So this is dance, music, visiting concerts or being involved in any of those activities. So the arts in general, any kind of thing. It could be writing, it could be poetry, as I say, dance, any form of dance, any kind of movement like that. All of those things are highly indicated with Libra. So it could be you getting involved in that, or you want to get involved in that, or you're taking a partner or a friend and you're going enjoying those activities at this time. Then in the 12th house, we have water element sensing. So this is going to be necessary. It's contemplation. This is going to be necessary either before all these wonderful activities that you're going to be doing in the first half of your chart, or afterwards, or during. Okay. So this is a water element sensing card. The 12th house is your house of retreat, your house of where you go to withdraw. It's also, the house of your unconscious life, which is a large part of our lives actually. And everything that goes on under the surface there, what's going on behind the scenes. So your motives, your drives, your deeper feelings and so on. It's all about that. That is the 12th house. It's also the house of your spiritual life, your meditation, your mysticism and your healing, and how you go about all those things, what you're doing there. It's also the house of escapism and addictions of all kinds. This house also rules resolutions and endings. It also rules service to others, whether this is a profession for you or something that you need to do or you're involved in some way. Service to others, so it's the helping professions. Or just service in general, perhaps you're volunteering for something. It's the house of karmic lessons, the 12th house. And just sort of also what happens when you visit an institution of some kind, your experiences there. So this could be a hospital visit, or a visit to a university, or a museum, or a gallery, some kind of institution, perhaps, or a government institution or a banking institution. What goes down while you're there at that time. So with water element sensing coming in, this is very much a feeling card. It's water-based. So what it's asking of you is that if there are any storms going on around you at this time, just let them blow over. Let them settle themselves without your interference. Okay, just let it go. Go with the flow right now, because at this time, you need to rest, you need to retreat, you need to dream, you need to plan. All of those activities are going to be very beneficial for you at this time. So just withdraw, spend time, me time, just planning and dreaming and resting, sleeping, and so on. And if you're going to be focusing on activities, then focus on imaginative and creative pursuits, because you're going to be having wonderful inspiration with this card. Really, really wonderful inspiration. So this could be writing, poetry, any kind of creative or artistic pursuit, okay? Because you may be feeling very compassionate and understanding of others, or just quiet at this time, your energy may be low, just maintain your boundaries right now so that you don't get taken advantage of. People will see that you're quiet, you'll see that you're in a sort of a compassionate and understanding frame of mind, and they may take advantage of you. But your energy may, as I say, may just be low. So just spend time, meditation and your spiritual aspects are going to be very, very important for you, and you're going to get a lot out of them at this time. So this may just be a purely personal choice at this time. A certain activity, you may need to go on a retreat or enjoy some kind of activity like yoga or something which is going to enhance that for you. What you're sensing is going to be very accurate at this time. If there is any drama going on around you, just flow with the water. Let the water the current take you around these obstacles. Just flow around the obstacles. There could be mysteries going on at this time. There could be secrets or fears rising up within you. As I say, spend time in contemplation, quiet, your meditation, and just rest and retreat at this time to get yourself balanced. You could also be enjoying trips to water bodies. So that's lakes, rivers, the sea, spending time there, and that will help you as well. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoy that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Please take care, enjoy your month, and a very, very happy 2020 to you. And take care, and I will see you next time.